Hello, my lovely Aquarians. It's Miss Dong with Dawn's Divine Tarot here to bring you your love reading that will span from about the 17th. And I usually say like the energies start when you watch it. So whenever you watch it, it's probably appropriate for you if it's going to resonate with you. And it will go to the end of October. Again, some of these energies are going to, start sooner, end later. It just depends on your situation. And of course, this is general, so keep that in mind. If you want a personal and private reading, we can look at your specific situation. And you can email me at dawnsdivinetarot@gmail.com. And I do have some awesome fall specials right now. I have half off my regular readings. So if you've been wanting to get a reading for a while, but kind of hesitant, right now is a good time to try, since they're pretty cheap. All right. Hi, Aquarian. So we have a lot going on. Let's just get into this. So what you have right now as your underlying energies is the Five of Cups. There's a loss here. As I'm looking at your whole spread, I'm seeing this story, and I know it's only going to resonate with a few of you, but it's so singular that I'm going to go with it because it's definitely a message for those of you that this is for. But there's this loss, there's this breakdown, this disconnect of a twin or a soulmate. It may be a karmic soulmate. Regardless, it's difficult, no matter what it is. But there is this complete sadness. You're crying, you're sad, you're disappointed. There's happiness, there's parties, there's life around you, and yet you're only dwelling on that sadness right now. And of course, it's important to feel all those feels. We have to get that sadness out so that we can experience more. And if she would just get up and turn around, she would see she's got the Two of Cups right behind her. So it's a promise of the future. It's Spirit saying, we have your back. We're going to have your soulmate ready for you when the time is right. But you got to pick up what's broken and move on. It's good to get the feelings out. It's healthy that way, but you can't dwell in this energy for long or you're just going to manifest more of the same. So I don't know. It's almost like I don't feel like there was a breakup. I almost feel like you recently disconnected from your twin or your soulmate. There was some kind of separation that happened. I don't know if you guys, I don't feel like it was somebody that you were partnered with, but some of you may have been partnered with this person. I feel like it was more of you're just not talking anymore, okay? Because the current situation that we have you in is with the Page of Swords and the Four of Wands. There's some kind of negative connection in the home, in a relationship, in a twin connection. There's strife. There's not communication. And if there is communication, it's very far and few between, and it's negative, okay? There's some kind of disconnect there. And when I say home, I still feel like, this person made you feel like you were home when you were with them. I don't feel like this was like a husband, though, or a wife. I don't feel like you guys were married. I feel like you just had this beautiful connection that you shared, and then for some reason now it's gone. Maybe this person went in a different direction or you did, but there was just this, if it is a twin flame connection, I mean, sometimes those are intense and people choose not to participate because they're not ready. And that's what I feel like there's a disconnect between you and your soulmate. And what is leaving your life right now is the World card. Something was completed here. If you're dealing with a karmic soulmate, you have learned the lessons, you have balanced the scales, you've done something that, that's completed, that's done, that's over. If you're dealing with a twin, they're going to come back eventually. They always tend to. But for right now, it looks like that situation is done with. You are done. There is something, this person did something for you. They helped you in some way, spiritually, emotionally, even if you don't feel like it now, and even if you're still trying to figure out those lessons, like there's a completion there that you went through with them. And now you can, you can say goodbye for now. And like what you're hoping to do and what you're, trying to do right now is just, be the high priestess. You could be dealing with a water sign, but I feel like what you're doing is trying to figure out like what was this all about? What was I supposed to learn here? And you do. I definitely see that you do get to that point. Some of you guys have already learned what you needed to learn, but you're still trying to learn more. And sometimes we don't always get the whole lesson. It doesn't always fall into place until later, until we're not so emotionally involved. We have to be patient with ourselves and loving with ourselves when we're going through this. The lessons will come. They've come, and a light bulb will shine when we're not so emotional about it. Hindsight is 20/20, and things will be clear. But I feel like right now you're searching for answers. You're trying to figure out this, why this person who was so connected to you and you knew they recognized that connection left or cut off communication or moved or whatever. You might be getting tarot card readings. You might yourself be looking into, readings or other divination tools to figure out, our twins, when we connect with them, they definitely push us, they can anyways, to a sense of like more of, a spiritual ascension. They help us connect with a different realm. They heighten our abilities to do certain things. Sometimes that's the whole reason why we meet them, is because we have a greater purpose and they help us get there, and then their purpose has served for this time, So what you're subconsciously doing though, and I don't see you doing this for long, I really don't. This completion process is going to happen. This surrendering will happen, but you're still holding on, you're still, there's like a subconsciously, you are still clinging to that person and that energy. And we do that when we love somebody so much. It's really difficult to completely surrender and let go. It takes time. It's not impossible though, but it does take time. And I still feel like you're just not quite there. And that's okay. Like, it's okay to hold on. And I feel like, and this is just my opinion, and everybody is different, and so you don't have to believe this, but I feel like when you're dealing with a twin or an intense soulmate, it's, you're connected. You're spiritually connected. You're always going to be connected, all right? But I think eventually you learn that you can have that connection without feeling like you're grasping for it, and without feeling like pain from it, okay? It's like it's there, but you're detached. I hope that makes sense. It's kind of strange, but I know what I'm trying to say. I hope I'm saying it right, even though it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. All right. So what we have in the future, though, is I really, really like. We have the Six of Swords, which is a beautiful card in this deck, and it's a beautiful card in this reading, and the placement is lovely. You are recognizing that you are free. You're detaching yourself. You are recognizing that you will always love this person. You will always be connected to this person, even if you are not speaking right now. Okay? But you're leaving that behind. You're letting it go, You've got the moon there, so things are kind of dark and a little scary at first, but it also lights up the night. It is your beacon in the dark, and you might be dealing with a Pisces. Your twin or soulmate or karmic soulmate, whoever you're trying to detach yourself from, whoever you do detach yourself from, might be a Pisces energy. Could be Cancer. I also see air. So, this is general, so take whatever applies to you and leave what doesn't again. But you are moving toward a smoother and better path, so you will complete what you were meant to complete here, what you were signed up to do with this person, and you are going to move forward. And I see like the sun coming in, so I see beautiful things coming your way. So even if it feels difficult and trying now, it won't be. Spirit says like you have the strength. You are not going to be given anything that you haven't already agreed to, that you haven't already like said I can handle. you know? This is beautiful. You've got this. You can tame this. You can tame that anger, that guilt, that fear, that ego, whatever. Like, you can tame anything, you know, within you. Those forces that make you feel, you know, needy and graspy and angry, and like, why couldn't you recognize that we were, you know, connected? Why couldn't you? And you know, we can't explain other people's journey, and we can't explain why they're running, and we can't explain why they're not, you know, enlightened enough to like listen to their inner feelings. You know what I mean? We don't need to. We just do us, you know. We just worry about us, and you know, of course we worry about the people that we love in our life, but we don't do so much that it's, you know, burdens us. But you're strong, and you're going to get through this. Spirit is recognizing this. You have all the tools. You know, there's a tornado there. She's like, I'm cool. I'm good. I got this, you know. And I don't know if you've ever been in a tornado, but I have, and animals aren't chill like that when there's a tornado nearby. So she's pretty magnificent, and so are you. Okay, so what I love too, what you have like in your environment is the sun. So, and again, this is another, the Four of Wands and the Sun card are definitely twin flame card signs. But also, what I love about this too is like, you know, what you have in your environment and what you soon will have is like this beautiful, loving, healing energy and optimism for the future. It's like once you kind of let this Six of Swords energy happen, you go into a much better place. You know, this place of just, you know, joy and love and everything. And if you've been single for a while and you're like, what is this lady talking about? You know, it could just be that there is something that you're leaving behind, old energies. You know, maybe you haven't been attached to this person for a long time, but you've been holding on to them unconsciously. And now you are starting to release that person, okay? And you're coming into a much happier time. It's also very possible that you have a fire sign coming in. Specifically, a Leo or Sag is what I'm seeing, okay? But you have joy, laughter. So, you know, I love this card in this deck. You know, this is 4 generations of women. And if you're a man, 4 generations of, you know, it doesn't matter, female or male. But this is about, like, connecting with your family, connecting with your friends, connecting with the support, like, connecting with people that make you happy. And if you are healing, then make sure that you're putting yourself in a position to be around other people that help bring you up. You know, it's always important that you spend some time in solitude when you're, you know, kind of getting yourself together, but don't get lost in that. There's a point where you have to go out and spend time with those people that you know support you and love you. Volunteer your time, you know. Acts of service is a wonderful way to heal. And then, like, what Spirit wants you to know is we have the Page of Wands. A lot of you guys are going to be meeting a fire sign, okay? Or you have new exciting things coming your way. Maybe even like a move or just something that's really unexpected. But it's very exciting. And it's going to be fine. It's got the sun, you know, and it's mist. So yeah, look at that. We have the Ace of Cups that popped out along with the Queen of Swords. Now, you know, you're an air sign, queen or king. And I think this is saying, like, you have a love offer coming in. You're going to meet somebody new. You're going to meet a fire sign, all right? You're going to leave or unattach from the things that, you know, maybe you've been holding on to for a while. You're going to come into your power, and you're going to meet somebody, and you're going to have a love offer, and it's going to be really, really nice. And that's what's coming up. And Spirit wants you to know that. They're bringing you somebody, okay? You got this, all right? And then, you know, for your outcome, which, you know, there's not really like an outcome, but, you know, there's this idea here. Oh, look at that. And the Emperor was underneath. I just realized that. We have the Emperor underneath. So some of you guys are going to be meeting in Aries. But, you know, we have this choice. You know, do I go this way or that way? Like, you get to pick. Do you want to go start something new? And I feel like a lot of you do, because we have a page here, and then we have him kind of going up to this king, okay? The emperor, the king of kings, right? So I feel like, you know, this relationship might be a whirlwind. It might be something that develops very quickly, and you get to choose. Like, do you want to go for it? Do you want to try something new? Do you want to experience somebody new? You know, Spirit brought you this person for a reason. So if you feel good about it, then make the choices that, you know, allow that to develop, because I do see it developing. I mean, there's this lovely feeling here. 8 of Pentacles, you might meet this person at work, or you're actively trying to manifest this. Once you kind of do that 6 of Swords energy and you leave the tumultuous, stressful ties behind, you know, it's like you're working to create something new, and you do. Anything else about the Emperor that you can tell me for Aquarian Spirit? Queen of Cups. Very loving energy. May also have a water sign coming in. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles. So some of you guys have a water sign coming in. Some of you guys have an Emperor. You may be choosing between a water sign and a fire sign. That might be like the choice. Like, do I still hang on to this water sign, or do I go forward with this fire sign? All right. But if it's just an energy it's speaking of, then it's a very loving, sweet, life-giving energy. And it's somebody who wants something very stable, very balanced, something that you can create, you know, something that transcends, all right? Okay, so let's pull some romance angel cards for you really, really fast. I say really fast. Whatever. For my Aquarians. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying the moment fully. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And separation. Some of you guys are in separation right now. Time apart from your loved one is on the horizon, or it's what you're going through right now. And then we have children. You know, you could be dealing with somebody who's super immature, or you may have children. You know, your love life is being affected by children. You might meet somebody who has children. You know, that Cancer sign, that Pisces sign, that Scorpio sign, that female or male Queen card that we saw could be female or male, depending on, you know, what you're into, because it's general. But, like, you know, it can talk about somebody who has children. You might meet somebody and fall in love with somebody who has children. Some of you guys may work with children, and right now that is something that keeps you happy and grounded. You know, it's like, you know, you can't fall apart because you got people who depend on you. You're Aquarians, or you Aquarians don't generally, you know, fall apart. So attraction, we have the 9 of Pentacles. You know, this is about you loving yourself. It's like, you know, it's okay to be single. There's nothing wrong with that for a bit while you're disconnecting and recharging. We know Spirit's bringing you somebody, you know, like, that's fine. It's fine to spend that time loving yourself and raising your vibration, so that when the time is right, Spirit's going to bring you somebody who's worthy, you know? You know, it does say to, you know, to be careful, not to have doubts, like, to enjoy this time and trust that Spirit will bring you a partner when the time is right and when you're healthy for it. And some of you guys might be happy to be disconnected for a while. Yeah, the 4 of Pentacles. And then, oh, we have the Emperor. Again, so, you know, some of you guys are, again, meeting a fire sign, probably in Aries. He's coming up again. And the 4 of Pentacles suggests that, you know, it's a very powerful connection when this person comes in. There's this, like you got, hit by Cupid's love arrows when this person comes in. That's what that card means in this deck. So you might end up meeting this person at work. It was on finances and career, or when you're focused on your life and getting your shit together, then this person comes in. Separation. Spirit, tell me about separation for Aquarius. To me. This talks about letters. This card is kind of strange. It specifically in this deck talks about like love letters and wanting to send messages. So there's this idea here that, you're wanting to communicate with this person even though you are in a time of separation, and it's probably not, this is the Hermit card, the loner. So solitude makes us, stronger, but it also talks about wanting to send messages. But Spirit is saying, like, it's okay to be separated from this person. It's okay to be feeling alone from this person for now. It's probably the best. Probably should not send them like random messages, or maybe not random, but yeah. 7 of Cups, there's other options. We have other things available, that because this person is wearing a false mask. This person is not somebody that you can really trust right now. They're just not good for you right now. Like, there is something that they need to get through. The 7 of Cups in this deck is not, it's like an illusion. Like, there's something not going to develop here because it's not grounded enough. It's not, it needs to be in separation right now. And then Children, Spirit. Yeah, 8 of Wands. It just talks about you being tired, exhausted, not really wanting to put the effort anymore. Maybe just focusing a lot on your children, because you just don't want to be emotionally available to anybody else right now. But it looks like we have the Empress card here. She belongs with this Emperor, so you may be feeling kind of tired and focused a lot on you and your family, and you might have been dealing with some immature energies, but you've got a real man or a real woman coming in for you, and it's a soulmate. You guys belong together. This is the couple. So this is really, really nice, pretty energy. They belong together. You might meet this person, because you have children. I don't know. I'm there, And then we have the King of Cups again. On the bottom, we have this water sign energy, but I feel like the person who, who you're going to meet, who's going to be a good partner, is going to be this fire sign energy, okay? All right, guys, much love to you. If you need a personal and private reading, shoot me an email at dawnsdivinetarot@gmail.com. Bye.